Hello, ladies. Good morning. Good morning. So, I wanted to talk to you again or about another subject. And so, today I wanted to talk to you about an all or nothing mindset. And what I mean with an all or nothing mindset, or what an all or nothing mindset is that it's when you maybe go off your eating plan, right? And let's say you're saying, okay, I'm not going to eat any cookies, right? And then you eat a cookie, and then in your mind you say, well, I had one, I've already ventured off my eating regimen, I might as well just go ahead and eat this whole sleeve and start over again tomorrow. Like, that is an all or nothing mindset, and that is a mindset that is not healthy and not conducive to your weight loss journey or to your healthy lifestyle journey, because in a healthy lifestyle diet there is room for all types of food, right? But what we have to do is make sure that we are not, one, limiting ourselves so much that we feel deprived. That's why it's important to make sure that you're eating the right amount of calories, but also recognizing that there is room in a healthy eating regimen for, a cookie. There is room for a serving size of chips. There is room for a slice or two of pizza. There's room, just not every day. We have to watch the frequency of those things, right? So we have to watch that, making sure that you're not doing that every day. So you're not eating a cookie every day or two or three cookies every day, not eating pizza every day, not eating, those things every day, but occasionally you may have them. And so, there's an 80-20 rule basically. And it's not necessarily a scientific fact. However, in order for you not to feel deprived and then have a subsequent binge eating session, it's important to make sure that you do acknowledge sometimes those hunger drives or those cravings that you have, and resist the ones that you can. But if you can't, recognize, well, I'm going to make this allowance right now of this one cookie or this one serving of something. That way I have that craving. The craving is satisfied. I don't feel deprived. And therefore I don't feel like, well, I need to go off the deep end and binge eat this and start all over again. That's an all or nothing mindset. That's an unhealthy mindset. So recognize that there is room for foods that may not necessarily be on your eating plan or eating regimen. However, making sure that you're not consuming them all the time. So watch your frequency of those, and then also recognizing or watching your portion sizes. So exercising moderation, resist where you can. If you can, get that thing out of your mind, if you can go for a walk, if you can, drink some water and you're like, I don't need it, or you can talk yourself down from the craving, try that. However, I don't want you to feel like if you did have, I don't even want to call it giving into the craving, but if you did have that thing, recognize, okay, I'm accommodating for this in my eating plan for the day. I'm accepting that this is a part of my eating plan today, and I don't feel like I'm a horrible person, or I'm a loser or whatever, because I'm a failure because I did this thing and I have to just, overindulge in everything else. But recognize I'm going to have this right now, and then I'm going to move on, right? And I'm going to stay on track. It doesn't mean I've veered off track or off course. I'm still on course. I'm still working towards my goals. I only had, this amount of it, and I've satisfied that craving. Now let's move on and let's keep it moving. Because what happens is when we deprive or when we limit ourselves so drastically, we feel deprived. And when we feel deprived, that's when we can run the risk of going into a binge eating session. So wanted to talk to you a little bit about that. And, if you have any questions with that or any comments that you have, I definitely would love to hear those, you guys. Listen, it's not all or nothing. 80-20 rule. 80% of the time we're focusing on, staying on track with our plan, making sure that our food is nutrient dense, making sure that our food it has the amount of nutrients that we need in order to fuel our bodies efficiently and effectively, so our bodies can operate at optimum levels. And then 20% of the time, so like 20% of your month, you may say, I'm going to have this allowance here or that allowance there. That's not necessarily on my eating plan, plan is not necessarily full of nutrients, but it was that thing that I enjoy, maybe a bowl of ice cream or a serving of ice cream or something like that, occasionally, just not all the time. So watch your frequency, watch your portion sizes. Don't deprive yourself, but don't overindulge either. It's all about balance, right? 80-20, 80-20. All right, ladies, keep up the great work. Let's keep moving and let's keep getting these bodies healthy, learning how to fuel and not fluff. All right, be blessed.